Greetings and welcome back to Disruptors and Defenders, the exciting competition that simulates entrepreneurs and corporate entrepreneurs facing off to gain market share and to change and transform the world that they live in. In this video, we're going to talk about the scoring system. So many of you will recall from the previous video that the scores are based ultimately on victory points earned by each team each week. There are 10 points available each week, and all of them are distributed to one team, the other, or some combination of both. To earn these victory points, each team must decide which card they are going to play for the week, based on what they think is going to gain them the most advantage in the particular scenario and the phase of the game. When they choose this card, it will give them strengths and weaknesses in each of the areas that they're focused on. As we've talked about before, entrepreneurs and corporate entrepreneurs live in very different worlds, so their goals are a little bit different, yet they have the same outcomes that they're often pursuing. So let's take a look at the scorecards so you can see how the points are distributed. As we can see here with the Disruptor scorecard, the categories include ideation, customer discovery, product development, sales and marketing, operations and infrastructure, and business model. For each card, there is a series of tasks that will allow them to gain the most points for the card that they've chosen to play. The tasks themselves relate to the categories. As you can see in this example, some are much stronger and some may have no impact at all on a particular category. That means that when they choose the card for the week, that means they're gaining strongly in some areas, but not as much or at all in other areas. Likewise, defenders have a choice to make each week, yet the categories they're focused on are a little bit different. As you can see here, the categories for defenders include product management, customer discovery, revenue stream protection, sales and marketing, internal politics, and business model. Whichever card they choose will determine the tasks they do, and if they're effective at those tasks, they will gain in each of the areas that have point values on the card. Once the team select their decision card for the week, they have to distribute the task among the team. Then they must complete the tasks in order to get the most value for the card they've decided to play. Once each team has played their card and completed their tasks, the victory points for the week will be distributed based on 3 factors. The first is sequence. For each team, there's an optimal sequence in which they play each of the 5 decision cards that they have. They can only play each card once, and they must play a card each week. So in the course of the 5 weeks, they'll play all 5 cards, and the sequence is important. As you can see here, if they choose the optimal sequence, that will put them in the best position to gain victory points each week. But they will be diminished in the value as they move away from the optimal sequence, in proportion to how far away they are in the sequence. So you can see in the example here where the cards are randomly numbered for selection purposes, but once they make the selection, it fits into the sequence model. The second area where points are affected is the decision face-off. Each team has selected a card to play for the week. Whether or not they've gotten the sequence correct, there is an impact on the immediate market in terms of their activity. So the combination of plays made by the 2 teams can result in the advantage for the disruptors, an advantage for the defenders, or it could be neutral. So the direct interplay between the teams also impacts the number of victory points that they're able to secure for that week. And finally, there's random chance. A random number generator is used to determine which team will gain an extra advantage for the week, whether it's the disruptors, the defenders, or a number that represents a neutral result. This may be the tipping point for how the victory points are distributed for that week. So there you have it. Based on these factors, each team will gain a share of the 10 available victory points for the week. If everything falls neutral and all the teams are effective, the point split will be 5-5. If a team fails to do some of the tasks, makes a poor sequencing decision, applies a card that doesn't do well against the card of the opponent, or just has a bad week in terms of random chance in the market, that's how points are tallied for the week, and we look forward to seeing the 2 teams face off. Good luck, disruptors. Good luck, defenders. Looking forward to an exciting competition. Never give up.